Welcome everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with the 1999 Lamborghini Diablo GTR. Now this has 1,515 horsepower, 1,101 pounds-feet of torque from a 7-litre twin-turbocharged V12 engine. The car itself now weighs 2,242 pounds, has all-wheel drive, and it can now do 0 to 16 2.273 seconds and 0 to 104.734 seconds. So you will notice that this also is lacking its rear wing. That's purely to reduce the downforce to nil on the rear end, so it can, go even faster at the top end. And yeah, you can get this car by spending 50 skill points in the normal Diablo SV car skill tree. Takes a little while to get there because obviously you have to spend points to get up to that 50-point skill thing. So yeah, it's costs a fair bit of time to get this, but it's well worth doing so, especially since you can't actually put this engine in this car in the Diablo SV. You can't actually swap any engine in that standard Diablo for some reason. So yeah, it's well worth getting this car if you want a really rather quick late 90s vehicle. So yeah, now this in the previous game we managed 269 miles an hour. So yeah, hoping for a bit more than that this time round. So let's get out there and see what this car can do. So, no doubt far faster than what it was originally, although it was hardly a slow car. But yeah, definitely quicker now. There's 220 already, 240, 250. This is relentless in terms of acceleration. There's 270, 280, 285, 286. Easily one of the fastest cars we've had recently. 287. Any more? And I think this is pretty much already the 4th or 5th fastest car that we've had so far in the series. So any more is only going to cement that place. It's holding it. Despite lacking that rear wing, it's still pretty good in terms of handling as well. Obviously we have improved the handling in other regards, but that rear wing was providing a lot of downforce for the handling of this car. I'm going to gain speed down this hill section. Will we keep it on the flat bit? 288 was there. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to get it again. We weren't really holding 288 consistently there. We did hit it when we went downhill, but we only really blipped it a couple of times when we came onto the flat section. We didn't hold it quite consistently, like say in the HDT vehicle in the previous episode. So yeah, but still 287 miles an hour is still comfortable enough to put it into 4th position, beating out the Jaguar D-Type and the Porsche 917LH by 1 mile an hour. Also beats the McLaren F1 by 3 miles an hour, the McLaren F1 GT by 5 miles an hour, as well as the Noble M400 also by 5 miles an hour. And it beats out the Porsche 917/20 by 7 miles an hour, as well as the Toyota Super RZ by 7 miles an hour, which is now knocked out of the top 10. So yeah, we now have 11 vehicles that have managed to do 280 or more, which is really rather a massive improvement over the previous game where we think we only had like 4 or 5. So yeah, big improvement in terms of generally having a lot faster cars, and obviously this is going 18 miles an hour quicker than it was in the previous game. So yeah, big improvement in that regard as well. So yeah, really enjoying how fast cars can get on this game, because yeah, like I said, we didn't have very many that will hit 280 or more, whereas here it seems a little bit more common, but not from vehicles that you'd wholly expect to be as quick as that, because I wouldn't expect a Toyota Super RZ to hit 280 miles an hour, for instance, or this, or maybe even a Mosley MT900S to get 289 miles an hour. So yeah, typically from cars that you wouldn't expect to be quick, especially track cars that have a lot of downforce, are proving to be really rather super quick. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what else is out there to try out. So yeah, either that is already on the game or that will come out in the future. But nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.